He a real gangster, man. It's hard for him to adapt to these cameras, man.
I'm proud of him. He be doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, respectfully the podcast, man. I got my boys too. These my brothers. Let me let y'all know. My blood cousin, aka my brother, then that's my big brother Wade. Hey, these guys are awesome fathers. They simple, yet they're very effective men. They're disciplined, comical. Both of them got sense of humor and they got elite work ethic. These are Omaha staples. Welcome to the show, my relative Slim and Big Bro Wade. Welcome to the podcast, bros. What's up?
What
What's
it do?
happening? What's happening?
Man, I'm glad to have y'all, man. Keeping it natural, just having some conversation, man. I had to get my fam on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
so
Yes,
first I
sir.
want to start both of you guys. I admire both of y'all with your fatherhood. None of us are perfect, but Wave, you've been a great father, doing the blended thing. You know, raising your oldest to your two little ones. With Nia going off to college. Rello, you got six shorties. All taking care of all of them from long distance. Why is fatherhood first, Slim? I'm gonna start with you. Why is fatherhood? What does fatherhood mean to you, first of all?
I mean, I laid down with her, so I gotta take care of her. You know what I mean?
You don't got to though. A lot of people lay down with them.
I'm obligated to, man. I made them.
Yeah.
They're my seeds, so I gotta water them and watch them, grow to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
My
Yes,
girl
sir.
kids too. You know what
And
I'm
Rella,
saying? You
you
put my
actually
seeds
had
for her.
you having Uncle Joe in your household. I admire that because a lot of us didn't have our fathers. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's a part of your structure too. You seen that growing up; it was modeled to you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Having my dad made a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Unlike, unfortunately, most of my friends, I probably can count them all on hand who had that male figure in their house.
Right. That part.
You know.
So wait, what about you, bro? What does fatherhood mean to you?
Man, it's wonderful, man. It's what you created. Now you get to see and get the guide and be like, okay, this is what I did as a parent. No, this is what I did as a kid. Let me look back at it. Was it bad? Because a lot of stuff we did, everybody said it was bad, bad, bad when we did. But now when you sit back, you look at the difference between kid stuff and being embarrassed type stuff. And
Yeah.
also, it's like I didn't have that. I had my grandfather, as you remember. I
Mm-hmm.
had my grandfather, but as having that father figure in that household that be like on my tail on a
Mm.
lot of certain things, I didn't have that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we ventured off on certain things we shouldn't have did because if we'd have had that dad, it'd be like, yeah, come back.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean.
you know what I mean? So with me being a fatherhood is that I want to be honest with him, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to lie to him because
Right.
this
Right.
real world will chew you up and spit you out.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man. Like I said, I admire y'all, man, and we all learning this thing every day. I get my son every other weekend. We got a good relationship, but there's still parts of me be like, if he was in my house, I think we would be closer, and it would be easy for me to even have conversations with him. But again, I admire y'all and always give me all y'all, kudos for that, bros.
And to speak of what you said, I get Isaac every weekend. I get Little Slug every weekend. And like
Okay.
you said, if Isaiah and Nia had me in the household to a certain extent, and I feel like if the father's in that still in that household to like at least about 6 or 7,
Yeah.
it's a real good foundation. But
Right.
like I said, I wish that it was an everyday thing. I could wake up and go to bed. But like I said, what we got right now is dope. But I understand what you feel like is like, what if, what if,
Yeah.
what if?
Yeah.
So
No
I
doubt.
understand what you mean.
I appreciate that, bro. We always trying to get back to Omaha, man. I seen a recent indictment for the gang activity, like 13 individuals. Some of them we knew. I saw those names. How do you feel, Slim? You especially coming from the streets and being a gang member back in the day. How does it feel knowing you beat those odds and when you see people our age still trying to be active? How do you feel about that?
I mean, me, I always was a working motherfucker mainly. You know what I'm saying? I did my, but for me, I didn't worry about shit like that. Most of my fears came from, you know what, but I didn't fear that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All my homies around me was doing that shit, but
Oh
mostly, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? my hustling was some small time shit.
Or
So
no, I'm not saying, but I'm saying when you see them and you see people our age and just, you're right though, you didn't do that. But no, they got indicted on gang activity. It wasn't drugs.
oh
It
no,
was gang.
hey, see, I didn't know what they was. Hey, I mean, shit. I'm
Yeah.
glad I missed that part. Shit, you know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. We could have easily been victims of that. So when you see these cats, we went to school. I saw Bahati on there
Yeah, I
just to
seen
name one
Bahati on
name.
there.
And I was like, dang, Bahati wasn't even no cool dude. I don't know what's transpired since we've been gone. But when I see that, how does that make you feel just knowing that you got up out of, you beat those odds? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm glad I ducked that bullet. Shit, that's what I feel. I mean, it made me feel like as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, going to work, coming home to the family, you know what I'm saying? We too damn old to be out there still on that level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if push
Right,
come to shove, yeah, we gonna jump back off the porch. But right now, the porch looking good with this rocking chair. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Hey, Sue. And Wave, I know you never got out, you wasn't out there like that, bro, but you always been an influence because everybody know you. And when you see those guys, and I'm sure you know some of them too, how does that impact you or, you know?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It don't impact me because that's what they choose to do. At a
Yeah,
certain age, I get it. It's like when I be at work and I'm like, "Come on, man, we almost 50 and we still hanging out in front of the gas station. We still
yeah,
hanging out in front of that." It's like, come on, you break the cycle, and then it's like, I'm like, you gotta break that cycle. Little kids see that. Oh, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
right.
Your kids see that. Now, guess what? You in there. Start taking care of your shorty, guess what happens?
Yep,
20 years, guess who's in there with you? Y'all
yep.
bunks now.
A vicious
Yeah,
cycle,
It's
right, right.
yeah.
So Slim, what do you
that's
say
what.
to being that you did beat those odds, Rella, what do you tell a kid out there in Omaha that's interested in joining the game right now, tomorrow? Yeah.
Man, I tell him, man, stay away from that shit, man. You can't go see my Aunt Peggy. I can't go over my Aunt Peggy house because you know what I'm saying. You can't go everywhere you want to go. You can't do everything you want to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So stay off of that, man. Keep to them books, and you know what I'm saying. Once you grab, like, make something of yourself. You know what I'm saying. This shit ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying. Stay in the bleachers because that field is deadly.
Yeah, yeah, Omar, it's serious out there, man. And my heart is always with them young boys. When I seen on Facebook the other day, like that 15-year-old that did that shooting at Northwest got like 20 years.
Man,
And I was and I'm just looking at him like, dang, my son 15, bro, like 15. And
Exactly,
he looked
man.
it so innocent and no disrespect to whomever that child was who life he took, because I saw that parent, somebody else on Facebook saying, no better for him. But it's all a lose-lose, man. You got a kid that, somebody's dead and then somebody's going to jail for 15, 20 years. A lose-lose, man. So I hate to see that in Omaha. I know it's regular there, like it's in Atlanta too, but these aren't my politics. So it really hits me when I see it back home.
Yeah.
So yeah, to
it
switch
it
gears.
it, it also go. You know what I'm saying? Because every nigga that's in the streets ain't a bad niggas.
Right.
I had some good OGs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I ain't gonna sit out here. I mean, I had some crazy OGs too, but you know what I'm saying? It depend on if you a leader or a follower. No matter
Right.
what you doing, like gang banging, working, whatever you do in life. If you a leader, you ain't gonna fall for that bullshit. Now, if you a follower, shit.
Right. But really, at the end of the day, Relo, even though it was still a choice, so even though we moved as leaders, we still was followers because we joined the game. In other words, Big Bro said, I ain't going that route when he saw us getting to a certain level. He went left. If I'm just speaking for me and Bro, really me, because Rat was coming with me to try to protect his little brother. But the fact that we joined the gang, so this is a good, because I'm letting to the youth, even though you may feel your circumstances, you don't have a choice. It's always a choice. And so when you choose to join that gang, right, I was never just a do boy type of follower, but I
Yeah,
still did become a victim of the gang life, and that makes you a follower at the end of the day, unfortunately.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get where you coming from. But me,
Yeah, but
I mean, I feel like no matter what, that's what I was born to do.
you
Shit.
weren't born to do that, bro.
Hey, I'm getting
There you
well.
go. This guy was a super blood, just to let y'all know, man.
Super duper.
Hey, my boy mentioned it was down here talking the other day, talking about being funny, talking about, yeah, man. when I met you back in the day, Red and them used to say everything with bees and all that, man. And see, you know, I
Chocolate bit
gave him
bookie.
an huh?
I said like chocolate bit bookies.
Yeah, man. Right, right. That, I think he did use the Barkley bit bookies. I'm like, yeah, man, that's
I never
crazy.
took it that far though.
Yeah, no, we didn't go that far, but you know, it's certain words. I said, right, it is certain words that we just wouldn't use. It really becomes a lifestyle. You don't even write C's with your when I would write notes back home from the youth center, you know, you
Yeah.
got your B's. All right, man, let's switch gears.
I only would write it if it ended in CK.
Hey, so let's switch gears a little bit, man. I know y'all love to talk sports. I know y'all both sports fanatics. Wave is a diehard Eagle fan, and Slim is a Pittsburgh, which I don't know how he's a Steelers fan. He's from Omaha. But anyway, who win the Super Bowl this year and why, Wave?
Oh man. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna give you two scenarios. I'm gonna give it to you as an Eagles fan. What of course we're gonna fly and stomp you and do whatever we can because that's how we punch you. But looking as a realistic right now, man, it's hard to say. It is hard to say. Man, you know, you got the Bills that can take off at any time. You
Yeah,
know, um, the Ravens was doing good until they got hurt. Like this
yeah.
weekend with Slim, it's ride or die right now with you.
Yeah.
It's ride or die.
Where you know, and look, bro, it's gonna be the Seahawks or the Niners and the motherfucking Patriots or the Broncos. I'm gonna say
The
Hey,
Patriots,
Broncos
Seahawks.
looking good.
hey, you know what? And there you go with the Broncos. But this is what I tell everybody: when you get to the playoffs, everybody's 0-0.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's gonna be 0-0.
That's good.
Like I said, you can get that light hair in you real quick, and then it's gonna be tough. But
Yeah.
as of right now, to be the man, you must beat the man, and the man is the Eagles right now. As you see,
Of
I
course he
got the
The
gonna
green
say
on
Steelers,
that.
right
bro.
now.
Of course he gonna say
Hey, get out of Pennsylvania. That's Pittsburgh State.
that. So who you say,
Not
Rello?
so fast, my friend. Not so fast,
I
my
mean,
friend.
I'm gonna say them Steelers is what I want, but
Man, come on,
really,
man.
I mean, really, I think them Seahawks, and them Niners is
The
whoever
Niners.
win that game, go whoever win this game tonight, gonna win the Super Bowl.
Okay, okay. We're gonna see. I don't got no comment because the Falcons is out, so I ain't got
But
no
hey,
comment.
to speak on those Falcons, boy, that boy Dijon Robinson, boy, he can
Hey,
walk on
Wade,
water, eat bullets, and
Wade,
shit
what
ice
school? Hey,
cream.
Wade,
He
what
a
school? Hey,
bad mamma jamma, boy.
Wade,
Yeah.
what school? Hey, what school did Robinson go to? By the way, what
We
school
tuck
did he go
Texas.
to?
Tuck Texas. Tuck Texas. We don't like
Yeah,
Texas around here.
yeah,
We don't like yeah, but with Atlanta, man, I just with Pence getting hurt, man,
Yeah.
that really hurt y'all. Y'all that defense, man, that defense ain't no joke, man. I just wish that if they could have stayed healthy and everything
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
because I just don't want to see Bijan Robinson go to the playoffs 7, 8 years down the road when his body
Right.
is beat up. As of
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, boy, if he was going to the playoffs and everybody would have seen him,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. We're
hey,
gonna
Derrick
get there.
Henry, move over because this the new guy in town right here.
Right,
He's
right.
bad, man.
We're gonna get there
and he can
next year,
catch.
man. We're gonna be optimistic and say next year we going, man.
Okay, okay.
Hey, Atlanta gonna win the Super Bowl when the Huskers win a national championship.
Oh, don't
Oh,
they
oh,
stupid. They
oh, look at
stupid.
it. Look
Hey,
at it.
look, so I got two words. Y'all tell me which one and why. Comedy or sports? I know both of y'all are very comical.
I'm gonna say comedy. I'm a,
Yeah.
comedy is the medicine for everybody. I don't
Yeah,
care
yeah.
who you are, old, young, whatever mood you in. Comedy is the medical. Sports, everybody can't relate to sports, but I tell
That's
you this:
good. That's good.
everybody can relate to comedy because you know what? People
Everybody
laugh
like
at me because I look funny and I
to
act funny. So I'm winning in both situations. You know what
Right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right, right. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with comedy too, especially with
Okay.
them chicks that be half naked on Facebook, looking handsome than a motherfucker.
Hey, stupid. Rello is crazy, man.
Like, put
Hey,
your
Rello,
clothes
so
back on.
you real disciplined, man. I want to say salute. How long you been? How many years you been sober?
This year to make it in November, this beginning year to be 15.
Yes,
Oh man,
sir.
congratulations,
Good.
man. Congrats,
Yes,
man.
sir.
And I admire that, man. I see Scooter, he been sober since like Tristan died, which is
Yep.
about almost 15 years or something. So man, where that discipline come from, bro? I knew what was going on. You woke up one day and so when you get those, do you get urges still to this day or completely
That's what they
recovered?
make non-alcoholics for.
Yeah, the beverages.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only nigga you catch drinking them old duels or the, you know what I'm saying?
Man, how you stay
Hey, they good
disciplined like
sometimes
that
too.
though?
My family mean more to me than that bottle.
That's what's up, fam. That's what's up. Man, I admire that, man. I'm trying to give it up one day, man, for real. I don't drink
Yeah.
like that, but I like to have my, drinks here and there. But I definitely look forward to getting to that day to where, I don't even have those cravings no more.
It's more
Yeah.
on the weekend for me. It's more on the weekends, you know.
Yeah. And so let me both of y'all being real strong family men that we all admire. That let's talk about blended just real quick. Wade, what's some of the and we don't gotta get too personal, but I know this can help somebody because a lot of people deal with blended families, especially, new couples getting married and bringing kids from here and kids from there. What would you say to someone dealing with that blended those blended struggles? Like either share a testimony or give some advice on how to cultivate that blendedness.
My advice to it is don't try to come in and be something you ain't. You
Yeah,
know, be who you are, be open, understanding. It's like you have to understand, and it all depends on the age too. Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
would say 0 to 5, to me, that is like a perfect.
yeah.
5 to 10 is kind of like okay, but once you get after 10 and all that, that's when it's kind of be like okay, how do
More
I
true.
have to adjust to this? How do I have to
Mm-hmm.
see it? Because at the end of the day, is I'm going to be with this lady, or this lady's going to be with me. So how do we have to do this? Sit down, come to some agreements, because guess what? They might still have a full-time dad in their life, you
Yeah.
know? Or on a situation, what if that other kid's father passed away or mother passed away and somebody's coming in, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So you have to look at every scenario that you coming in, because everybody's scenario is different, you know?
That part.
Like
Yeah.
mine was just like, okay, 4 or 5 years old, all right, let them do it on their let them do it on their own. A kid is gonna know, that child is gonna know, okay, this is who I want to say I want to be. Because guess what? We all know this. Anybody can make a kid, but everybody
Yeah.
can't be a father.
That
You
part.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So my advice to somebody is to just be who you are, and when you come in there, just let it go as it is, and you're gonna see the signs that it's gonna be something good or it's
Yeah.
gonna be something bad.
And I want to say this before Slim go. It's okay to look into counseling, whether it's family counseling, whether it's individual counseling, because you come in sometime. And for me, it was the word of God, and I had older men and telling me how to go about things. But I came in. I think my oldest son was like 16 at the time, so he already kind of who he is as a young man, still growing. And if I could grab him and show him the rest, but it was more difficult than that. But again, the word of God kind of was my counsel to get that understanding, to understand, like Wade was saying, who you dealing with, their age group, where they're already at, and not trying to come in just being that, oh, it's my way or the highway, and I'm the man of the house, and being dominant like that, and just being understanding. And you gotta be, it's being sensitive too. A lot of men want to come in with the macho. You gotta be sensitive in those in these type of situations and be delicate, because the last thing you want to do is damage the relationship,
See,
Right.
my girl
so
kids is very respectful, so I didn't have none of them. You know how people they real good, and I don't.
that's,
Them ain't my step kids. Them my kids,
that's what's
and
up.
you know what I'm
Yes,
saying.
sir.
Their fathers is active in their life. You know what I'm saying. But so I'm not trying to do that. But we gotta, you know what I'm saying. They know I'm gonna go do this. If you touch one of them, I'm gonna go do the same thing as if you touch one of my biologicals. There ain't none of
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? They really respectful. You know what I'm saying? We get along great. We got a lot of common interests and stuff. You know
that's
what I'm
good.
saying? But other than that, like, yeah, my
Yeah,
stepkids great. Like I said, I don't call them that. I'm just saying that so you could individualize it too.
yeah,
They
yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's good, but
I got their names tatted on me. You know what I'm saying?
oh, okay, that's what's
So
up.
when I
Yeah.
say they're my kids too, you know what I'm saying? They're very respectful. They listen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They some good kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So as far as
Right.
blending, it's like we just put a puzzle piece with a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? We still,
Right.
families gonna always have that here and there. Our shit
Yeah.
ain't perfect, but we work together. So you know what I'm saying? Like we know each other's. We know when one is not feeling it, and we know, so
Right.
it works. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know your person, you shouldn't have them problems. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Every argue and all that shit, but we good
Yeah.
over here.
But I think what
Good.
you just said before we end, this is Rella, your thumb is on the
Oh, my bad.
your hand. Yeah, there you go. So what you just said is respect, or whatever, respectfully on the podcast. What you just said was when everybody can sense the next person's
Energy.
energy, y'all respect that about each other. So that's the key word that I just heard in that is being respectful. That's good.
Yeah. And
That's
like
what's up,
Wave said,
man.
you and Wave said too, don't be going in there like them cats that, and they be tripping me out, them cats that get with girls that got kids and try to be their dad. Nigga, go be a dad to your own
Yeah,
kids. You
that
know what
Oh,
part.
I'm saying?
for real.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real before this podcast end. Hey, listen to me. If you don't take care of your kids, you ain't my homie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't deal with that. You got Dayton's and you got all that, bro. What shoes your kids wearing? You know what I'm saying?
That
What if your baby mama call you and tell you your kids need some clothes? You don't know what size clothes they wear. Something wrong, man. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You don't
yeah.
know what size shoe they wear. Something wrong, man.
Come
And
on,
nigga, this
man.
Yeah.
coming from a real James Street nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
come
Like
on,
I'm
come
telling
on.
you, you need to know your children. You know what I'm saying? Know your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen with me, Dirty, what we been through. Wave.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We all didn't grow up on the best note. My dad was a
right.
gangster, but he, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? One thing he didn't do that I do, I let my kids know every time I'm in the room with them, I love you. When we get off
yeah,
the phone, I love you.
yeah,
You know what I'm
And,
part.
saying? My dad, I knew he loved me, but he never said
He
it. I
didn't
probably
say
can
it.
and,
count it on one hand.
That's
I
and
good.
can
you know
count on
what's
one hand how
crazy?
many times he said it, but all my kids know it. Before
Dang.
we get off the
See, I didn't
phone,
even know that.
I,
But that makes sense. I'm gonna let you go, Rep Wave. But let me say this. That I'm glad you mentioned that, Slim, because our dad and them, well, I ain't gonna say my dad, but Uncle Joe and them, they generation wasn't raised to be soft. They
yeah,
didn't know
Right.
how to, I heard this pastor saying the other day, he our age, but he said he didn't even want to have a son because he didn't know how to be intimate with another man. So Pops and them, Uncle Joe and them, they from that such macho male to where they wasn't even expressing themselves, letting them kids know they love them. And so, like you say, you knew it by action, but he couldn't verbally. He wasn't taught to verbally give that to you. So it's thank God that we are different in 2025, and I tell my son that all the time, and he know it. So I never knew Uncle Joe didn't say that, but I could see
yeah.
that. But Uncle Joe, the way how hard he was, you know what I'm saying? What was you saying, Way?
And like you saying, that part of love, we was taught tough love,
Yeah,
and we didn't understand what it was. You got to think. When we got disciplined back in the day, we got disciplined and they shut us off and left us alone. Do you really love me? But think about when you discipline your child now. I'm
yeah,
going to discipline you, tell you what you did wrong. I
yeah.
love you, and I'm going to leave it alone. So now, just like you
Right.
said, we didn't understand what it was. You know how we start saying I love you. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
that that was crazy, but it opened us up in our early 20s to be like, wow, by us
Mhm.
doing what we did, now
Oh
guess
yeah,
what?
you talking about how we yeah, I know what you I know where you
Yeah,
going with
you
that.
feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy because it took that to happen to us to start
yeah,
saying, "Man, I love you," this
yeah.
and all that. So now,
You
man, in the
talking about
double,
the E?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
think it's okay for us to say that on here because people should know that, right? It took us our minds to be stimulated to really, tap
yes,
into another part to be able to start expressing that we love one another. I
exactly.
remember us up on 60th calling we rolling on the pills. We calling mom and them and all our pops and everybody, I love you, man. All niggas, we rolling.
Man,
Hey, but
but
it
you know
but
what? Hey, I called everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you. But you know what? When I got done with that, everybody looked at us different. Was like, wow. And you know
yeah,
what? That opened up our own parents to
it
start saying,
did.
"I love you more."
Yeah, yeah.
My grandparents, everything. When we started doing that, that opened the floodgates to be
Yep.
like, damn. These
That's
dudes always think they hard. They out here doing this and all that. They can sit here and say, "I love you."
right,
Then I
right,
think
right.
that's what it was. I credit that E when we was rolling back then to be like,
Right,
hey,
right.
be who you are.
Hey,
So
is you rolling? He said I might
I
be.
might be.
Hey man, this was good, man. I'm glad. Hey, just good conversation. I love y'all. These is my bros, man. I'm glad
Love you
y'all
too,
stopped
fam.
in, man. Hey,
Love you too,
respectfully the
man.
podcast. It's a wrap. I love y'all, bro. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Peace out.
All right, fam.
Yep.
Peace.